Hello, my name is Lindsay Music with JL Ranch Training. This is a little bit. We're going to be working on the second part of the video, parking by the mounting block, and he is going to work with you to show how to yield the shoulders over. So that's going to be something that we're going to show you today. Yesterday we worked on yielding the hindquarters. This horse is very pushy in the front, and it's been a while since we worked on groundwork of this nature. We've been working on disengaging the hindquarters a lot, and we've also been working on trail riding since he's going to ultimately go back to his owner for that. And I want him to see as much as possible. However, do not neglect groundwork, and we're going to make sure that he is touched up on that before he goes home. He does have an issue with just pushing into you, and as well as he's just got a stubborn streak. So it's always fun to work with. But we're going to get ahead and show you what and how to yield the shoulders. I'm going to start up here at the same angle to his shoulder, and slightly in front of him. He does like to try and walk out of this, and so I'm going to stand here to try and block that movement. I want his weight set back when he's moving his shoulders, because he is lifting his shoulders and using that energy to move away from me. I want this inside leg to cross over the outside leg and have his weight shifted back to the rear. So I'm going to start with my stick is going to be near his shoulder, tapping his shoulder, and my hand is going to be up by his eye, using some loose pressure and bouncing towards his eye. Proud of him, I didn't even have to use the stick at that point. Tapping the air with the stick, go full weight. So before he steps, I'm going to correct what he did. I'm going to set his weight back and get him thinking back again. Reward with the scratch of the stick. So notice how I had to raise the intensity a little bit there. Back. Notice how I backed him up and set him up with that outside foot back a little bit so that he could step over with that. I'm going to yield his hindquarters back this way. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you the other side, because what we do on one side, we always do on the other side. So I'm kind of keeping a backwards pressure right here, and that's seeming to stop him from moving forward a little bit. These are extremely flexible exercises, and so I am able to do that. In some exercises it may not work, but in some situations you have to adjust it to what your horse is going to do. I know that he's going to try and move forward and out of it, and so this is one of the ways that can bump him gently to remind him to stay back. So I did have to get onto him a little bit more in that one. I don't think you were able to see it from that camera view. But he was not moving that shoulder. He was continuing to be a little bit lazy with it. I'm gonna back him again. Get his weight. So I had to get onto him quite a bit there. He was being lazy with it, so we have to continue to up the pressure so that he understands what's going on. However, you do notice that as soon as he gives me what I'm looking for, I release all pressure and ask to stop asking for movement. I love that. Did you see how his back lifted, his butt came under a little bit, and then he crossed over? That's exactly what we're looking for in this move. Stationary back end. He follows through with it. He seems to have a little bit of a sore right hip, so we're getting that looked at. So I did change the angle of my stick. I held it parallel to his neck, similar to this pool. And I used the whole thing to bump right here. Now I'm not hitting his face. It does offer a little bit more pressure to him though. And it helps me to block that forward movement. If you can see how it is right there, it kind of angles in front of him so that he's stopping. And I'm not hitting him with this. I don't recommend that you do either. It just gives you a little bit more of a reach from what your body can do, and that's exactly what this stick should be. It should be an extension of your arm. It should not be a device to smack them around or whatnot. It needs to be used properly. So we're going to continue to work on that, but I hope you got the best idea for it, and if you have any questions, go ahead and message me or try and contact me, and I would be happy to answer them for you. Thanks.